Time is money, and as a mechanic, nothing is further from this truth. By spending time to get a brake service done well, your customers will be pleased and continue to return. However, you must charge them accordingly. Quick jobs are no good and only earn you very little turnover. Spend more time on the brake service and you'll get more in return, simple as that. In this 4-part video series, we'll show you how to increase your brake service profit margins and perform a great brake service, as well as how to easily explain what's been done when your customers pick up their cars. When a customer drops his vehicle off, make sure you talk to your customer to understand how he or she uses the car. Next, get the correct car details or check the logbook for exact make and model. Then, cross-reference the car with the Bendix brake catalogue, which is also available online. From the catalogue, you can see which Bendix brake pads are available for the car. Alternatively, you can use the Bendix brake pad identifier app to check the brake pad. If you need more clarification, ring our toll-free 1-800-819-666. Getting the correct brake pads first time round saves you money and time, without the need to wait around for the right pads to arrive. Bendix brake pads also comes with everything you need for a brake pad change, including any new sensors, shims, brackets or bolts if required, so you don't have to source expensive, hard to get OEM parts and keep the parts margin in your pocket and not in the dealers. There are many ways you can charge for an efficient and thorough brake service, which we'll talk about in depth in part 3 of the video series. Let's start with the disc rotors. Machine or replace the discs if they're too worn to be reused. Some workshops will just replace the pads and will miss out on vital revenue from servicing the brake rotor. Inspect if the calipers require an overhaul, another major service item. While the brake pad is out, give the caliper pins a clean and re-lubricate them as well as part of a minor caliper service. Both a caliper overhaul, clean and re-lubricate are chargeable items to your customer. Next, test for moisture levels to see if a brake fluid flush is required. These are chargeable items along with the normal brake bleed. It may have been missed in a previous logbook service and in need of replacing. Lastly, test the handbrake and adjust if necessary. Little details like this can help your customer feel the difference in service and value. Test drive the car for any unusual noises from the brakes and that the brake pedal is firm and easy to modulate. If you're using a Bendix brake pad with the blue titanium stripe, you don't have to bed the brakes in, saving you time on each brake service. We always advise going the extra mile when servicing the brakes, as it's a very important safety component on your customer's vehicle. In part 2 of our video series, we'll go in depth on how to sell the brake pad to your customer and how upgrading the brake pad will suit their driving style and their needs. In part 3, we talk more about brake service items and providing value for your customer while being efficient. And finally, in part 4, we go in depth on explaining to your customers each invoiced item and help them understand the brake service when they pick up their cars. Stay tuned and remember to always recommend Bendix for a brake service.